Did the winner of YCS Pasadena bribe his top 4 opponent for victory? I don't know, but in this video we're going to discuss that. We're also going to discuss YCS Pasadena as a whole, give my thoughts and opinions about the event, and going over what the ban list may look out to be. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Gonna shoot straight into the main topic. Did the winner of YCS Pasadena cheat? Cheat as in bribe his opponent for victory. Well, while going online last night, everyone in Zodiac Duelist pretty much seems to think that the winner of YCS Pasadena paid off his top 4 opponent, which apparently is a really good player, a member of the United Ghosts. For you guys that are not Yu-Gi-Oh team savvy, United Ghosts is one of the most powerful European teams, all critically acclaimed good players straight out of Europe. And it goes as follows. Apparently the guy goes instant fusion into a Link Haribo and passed, him being a Goki player, and he had a entire U-Lock combo with the with a Call by the Grave in his hand to stop all of his opponent's hand traps. But he did not do that. He just made a Link Haribo pass, and thus made the meme, which is the thumbnail for this video. And the guy, who obviously is the guy who won YCS Pasadena, played Sky Strikers and just completely kicked his butt and beat him in top 4, and eventually went to top 2. I'm sorry, not top 2, to the finals, and ended up winning the event. Now there is no talk about him possibly bribing his opponent in the finals, because if you make it to the finals of YCS, it's something that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life, and it's something that's gonna go down in the history of the game. So definitely once you get there, you're gonna be super excited. Heck, even if you win a YCS, you go down in Yu-Gi-Oh history books as that guy who won this YCS in that year. Now, does bribing happen all the time in games? Yes, it does. I'll give an example in my personal life. I've never bribed nobody, but I've known players who've been bribed at regionals with either cards, cash, and God knows what else. Weed. And I had a buddy of mine when I played Naruto. Any of my Naruto buddies who do watch my videos will remember this. We were at a big Naruto event back in 2010. My buddy, not gonna list his name just in case you don't want his name mentioned. We were in Indianapolis, and a player he played in the finals of the event, this was Nationals for Naruto, which is the biggest event of the year, offered him prior to their match, I think it was like 500 or 600 bucks to scoop. And because the winner of the match will get the laptop and whatever, he told my buddy, give you 600 to scoop and some other stuff. I just want to win because I want my title to be known as the guy who won this event, and I want that laptop. My buddy didn't care about the laptop. He had a laptop anyway. So you know what my buddy did? He was like, I might lose because this guy's a good player, or I could just scoop it up and get this guaranteed money. So my buddy did what most logical people would do. Scoop it up, got that guaranteed money, and went on with his day, completely threw in the match. And he honestly said after to us, he was like, honestly y'all, real talk, I don't think I could have won anyway. I'm glad I scooped. So it's not unrealistic that somebody would have thrown a match for money. I mean, it is what it is. It sucks that it happens. Not saying that this happened guaranteed, and I'm not trying to take away what the winner from YCS Pasadena did, because to get to the top 4 of any event is still valuable. And it's not my theory that he cheated, and that's not my theory that he bribed his opponent in top 4. This is Zodiac Duelist's theory, based on the simple fact that his opponent in top 4 could have completely wrecked him in their feature match, and he just made subpar plays and just passed, knowing that everyone knows that he's a good player. So, seemed kind of fishy. It's not guaranteed. It's just something to think about. Now, YCS Pasadena as a whole. Top 32 was as follows: 8 Sky Strikers, 7 Dangers, 6 Gokis, 3 of the Dark variants, 2 Dark Warrior, 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Thunder Dragons, 2 Trickstar, one Trickstar Sky Striker build out of that 2, 1 Danger FTK, which was shocking, 1 Altergeist, 1 Pendulum Magicians. Now, that top 32 was insane. What was insane about it was everyone was not expecting Cyber Dragons to do good. and it completely wrecked the meta. I watched Make a Capital G's video, and apparently Cyber Dragon was highly represented at this event, which, as you guys already know who's been watching my vlogs, I can believe, because literally almost everybody at my locals who are rogue deck players, who like playing rogue decks, love Cyber Dragons. And I played literally, I had 2 locals back to back, 4 games straight, because I lost my Thursday locals. Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon. So for Cyber Dragon to be a highly represented deck, I'm not surprised, because the deck is really solid at what it does. It can OTK fast. Cyber Dragon Affinity is really good. Not too many decks can out a deck that has a good first turn and an amazing second turn. Not too many decks have that power, and Cyber Dragon, with the consistency Cyber Dragon has, not surprised. The 2 Thunder Dragon, it's a little underwhelming to say the least, because I thought Thunder Dragon was gonna be a better deck going into this format. But a lot of people said, with FTKs rolling around, with Dangers rolling around, and Sky Strikers being still at full power, I guess you can't really say nothing about Thunder Dragon doing what it did. Maybe once the Banlist comes out and other decks potentially may get hit, that's when Thunder Dragons get their pants smacked up. Dark Warriors, I believe that's kind of like the hero variants. I mean, we're expecting that Dark Law as a card. Goki, no need to talk about that. It's obvious. It's a good deck. It's probably gonna get hit. Dangers. Oh my god, Danger Dark World, Danger variants. Solid deck. Once again, surprised only one of the FTK variants made it, but apparently people were side decking Ash Blossom Joy, not Ash Blossom Joy Spring, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. They were main decking that. The winner of YCS Pasadena was main decking that card, so I'm assuming a lot of other players was main decking that card as well, in order to allow them to not lose to that deck. So because you can Reaper out the Firewall Dragon on your opponent, for you won't get FTK, and then that way they're just gonna be screwed. So yeah, Sky Strikers, that was obvious. It's one of the best. It's the best deck in the format. We won 2 American events already. No one's surprised about that. Trickstar still lingering in there. 1 Ultra Guys. The guy was undefeated going to day 1. That surprised the heck out of me. Reason being, Ultra Guys is a deck, like, don't really personally have an issue with it as a whole. And when I'm playing at locals, unless I'm playing a rogue deck, I don't really lose to it. But I can respect the deck for what it does, because once it's set up its combos, and that one guy that bounces the opponent monster back, and they have negates, it's pretty much hard to beat that deck. And if you don't prepare for that deck, it's really easy for you to lose against it. And not to mention too, if you're going into an event and everyone's main decking stuff for the FTK, and you play against that Ultra Guys player, deals with Reaper Winter Cherries, ain't gonna do much. And then if you open up Ash Blossom, unless you hit their Pot of Desires, you're not gonna do much. So I'm not surprised that he went undefeated day 1, but unfortunately he got that undefeated curse day 1 and got the axe and wound up losing. With the 1 Pendulum Magician, it's pendulums. Nothing really to be said about that. Yeah. So also, YCS Pasadena as well. 2 players were caught stealing at the event. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys saw my video from last night about when I discussed about people stealing at the event. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out right here. I got the actual live footage of them getting walked out of the venue in handcuffs by the cops. I'm just gonna touch on that for a little bit. Guys, don't steal at events, man. It really makes people's day crap. Now, apparently, word on the street is the cops got the wrong guys. People are saying you guys don't know if they really did it or not. So those guys stole, or did they not steal? Whatever. Somebody got their stuff stolen and it's messed up. So, you know, I'm not gonna drag those guys who got arrested and named through the mud. Ultimately, man, keep your eyes on your stuff when you guys go to these events. Now, to close this video, I'm going to talk about some potential banlist predictions, because I think based off this tournament, we are going to have a banlist hopefully within the next week or so. Maybe Konami may give us a lucky Thanksgiving banlist. The main thing that's looking on my mind right now is something in Sky Strikers. I'm thinking for Sky Strikers, Engage may be a card to get hit. You know, Engage, the card that allows you to pretty much tutor your entire deck and gain a lot of advantage in Sky Strikers. Yeah, I think that might get hit. Out of all the other meta decks, something's definitely going to happen to the Danger FTK. I do believe Konami may surprise us and do something to Firewall Dragon. I don't think they're going to ban the card, unfortunately, even though they should. But I think a soft errata to making it once per turn would be very viable. Or Konami's going to do the complete opposite and ban all of the burn cards to stop the FTK. Nothing's going to happen to Ultra Guys. Nothing's going to happen to Cyber Dragon. I would personally like to see something happen to stuff like Evenly Matched. It's an overpowered card in my personal opinion. And I think, honestly, Goki as a deck and the whole ISO, you know, hero, summon sorceress combos may get hit in some sort of fashion. A lot of people are predicting militias down to 2. A lot of people are also predicting ISO to get banned, summon sorceress to get axed. But honestly, it's kind of too early to predict how it's going to turn out, because honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh's in a healthy state right now, despite the fact that the YCS was completely dominated by Sky Strikers. It was a very diverse event, and the top 32 was very diverse. I just really think by hitting things like Firewall Dragon, we will have a more healthier game versus than not hitting things like Firewall Dragon. Look at this. You got a variety of decks on top 32, which is huge. Obviously, you're going to have more represented decks like your Sky Strikers, your Dangers, your Gokis. But for the most part, out of your main meta decks, having a splash of variety throughout the top 32 is huge for a healthy state of the format. So, with all that being said, post your thoughts and opinions about YCS Pasadena in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe the winner bribed his way through victory in top 4? Let me know. And if you're new here, I would like for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm uploading videos every other day. And yeah, I really like to talk about this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So if you like to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, hit that subscribe button for more. So with all that being said, once again, this is InnovationYGO, bringing you guys a YCS Pasadena recap. And I'm signing out. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces.